4
4 years
years.
this year.
Wow. That's cool. Wow. I remember somebody had told me this. It got to be a passion. Yeah.
You figure you spend the number of hours that you spend at a job.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tremendous, right? So why not love? You might as well love it, right? Because
Yeah. Of course.
it's a lot of hours.
Yeah. Yeah. We could go through some pictures and get again. Yeah, you got some nice pictures. Yeah, we seen
Thanks.
this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've always struggling. I mean, I think a lot of women do, but the lower half, right? The lower half is a tough spot. Those
Yeah.
tie-ins, I don't know. That's like if you want to put one goal on my list, that is going to be it. I am going to figure out a way to make my body cooperate. That maybe someday we'll get better views of those tie-ins. They're there somewhere. I know it.
Yeah.
Um, I just haven't
Wait.
quite got there yet. I've had some seasons, some off seasons where I put on a decent chunk of weight. So that also means taking it off. And that's the first place. It's the first place I gain and it's the last place I drop it. So it's a challenge.
Yeah. How you build the confidence to go on stage for the first time?
I don't know. I just did. I guess I would attribute that to the work that I do with the park systems, right? Like I have to get in front of people on a regular basis. I mean, as a kid, this I would have never thought this would be my work. I was the quiet one in the back of the classroom, just
Right.
looking down at the ground, like don't call on me. Nervous to get up and nervous to talk in front of groups. Speech classes in high school were like the worst. But it's what I do as my career now. I've been doing it for so long and I get up in front of people and I just talk. So getting on stage now, I mean, it's a little nerve-wracking being in the heels and under the lights, but it was fun. And don't get me wrong, some of those shows I've been more nervous than others and you can feel the shakes and you're just hoping that you stay upright while on the stage, but the nerves don't get to me too much.
Yeah, that's cool. How long you been competing? I'm sorry, I missed it. Like
Yeah, no, my first show was in 2019.
2000.
I
Okay,
did,
not too long. Not too
yeah,
long. Yeah.
I did two shows in 2019. I did the one show in New York in 2020, and I did two shows in 2022. So I guess that was my point when I said that if I could go back and do it again, what would I have done differently? I was very fortunate, and I don't know, I'll say even maybe lucky. I don't know. It's my first two shows I did very well, and I'm grateful for that. But all the same, I really hadn't been actively building for that long. And we know like it takes time. Muscle
Yeah.
takes time to build and I needed more time. I needed more time in the weight room.
Yeah.
And 2020 hit and I think I was on the fence, but then just decided to just go for it. And hitting the pro stage was a different animal. And the lack of muscle that I had, the lack of gains that I had at that point became very obvious when you're standing against all these other pros who've been doing it for a long time
Yeah.
and have amazing physiques. Um, so that's why, I had to go back to the drawing board. And if I could
Yeah.
do it in retrospect, I probably wouldn't have jumped so fast. I should have realized that what all goes into it and the time that really needs to be invested to be competitive. I
Yeah.
mean, you can hit the stage, but I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy coming in last place. So in retrospect, I wish I would have thought that through a little bit, spent a little more time in the weight room, a little more off season, but lesson learned. So then we took the time between the show in 2020 and the shows in 2022. And we've taken the time now since then to also to build again. I want to be able to be competitive. I want to be able to hold my own.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you have like people that you're inspired in the sport? That it, I don't know, like
Not necessarily anyone in particular, because
okay.
I fully recognize that this is a very individual sport. We all have our own individual genetics, our own individual physiques. And I do envy folks in the sense of, and I look up to folks who, when I see their discipline and when I see their balance, especially the folks that have balance in their life. I think that's so important when it comes to this sport, finding your own personal balance between the off season and the season, and being able to enjoy all the things that are important to you, whatever those things are to each individual. And so it's those folks that I kind of watch with an eye, but there are a lot of folks who do that, and almost, too many. So I just kind of keep an eye out generically, if you will, and watch everyone and all the pages. And I try to learn as much as I can from everyone. But I also do my very, very best to not compare, and to remember I am my own individual. And I could see a physique, for example, that I'm like, oh, I love that routine and I love her physique and that's what I want. I could want that all day long. That doesn't mean that that's what my physique is going to become, just because,
Yeah.
that's a person with their own genetic makeup and I've got my own. So I really just do the best that I can for me, and try to just learn as much as I can from others and what works for them, but not anyone in particular.
Yeah, I mean, like, to piggyback on what you were saying, you made it to last place. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think every athlete, whether it's bodybuilding or basketball, they fall short in something, and maybe that's to help you get motivated and stuff.
You learn
Yeah,
a lot. There's a
yeah,
lot, so much you can take away from it. Um, I mean, of course, there's a lot of emotions in the moment, but when you regroup and you make that new plan, it comes back even more spectacular.
yeah.
So it makes you stronger in a lot of ways.
Outside of bodybuilding, like, what do you like to do? Like, I don't know, like hobbies or anything like that.
I'll be honest, it doesn't leave a whole lot of spare time in my world.
No.
So between, I work a full-time job. I have a teenage daughter who's got her list of things, and she's not yet old enough to drive on her own. So that's me.
Yeah,
Um, and getting to the gym. Working for a park system also requires working weekends and unusual the hours that other people are off typically. So I don't have a whole lot of spare time, but I do enjoy spending time with my daughter and getting out and finding new adventures for us.
yeah.
So
How do you
she
keep
keeps
your
me busy.
yeah, how do you keep your mind stable? Like, because you got bodybuilding, you got the job, and you got to take it. Well, maybe your daughter. I mean, she's mature enough, but, like, like,
I still
when
gotta
do
be
you get?
mom.
Yeah, when do you get up? Like, what, like 5 o'clock or 4 or
Oh,
something like that?
no, 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 no. I'm not a morning person by
Oh,
any means.
yeah,
Speaking of, like, those are the people I watch with um as I watch with envy, like the people that wake up at 5 a.m. and get to the gym. And I so wish I could do that. I've tried on occasion and it works for a really short time, and I love it. I love that feeling of just like getting in and getting it done and going about your day. But my desire to sleep is so much stronger.
yeah. Of
To sleep
course,
in.
of
I'm a
course.
night
Yeah,
owl. I'm a night owl, so I'm up late. So I'll
yeah,
be up a little bit later and checking off the things on the list. And um, yeah, I just do my best to try to keep it all in line and organized. And but again, that's my brain likes to work that way, so I just keep
yeah.
checking things off.
When
Get
you work
done.
when you work out, like, how long do you, like, stay in the gym?
I mean, it depends on the session and the things that have been assigned to me to do, but I would say probably an hour and a half in the gym.
Okay. Uh,
Between, like, I don't know, I've got some doozies of leg days lately. they're
yeah.
they're doozies. They're keeping me there a little bit, but
A lot of
between
people don't.
the
Yeah.
cardio and the workout is keeping me there a while.
Yeah. I notice a lot of bodybuilders, they don't like doing leg day. So, yeah, that's tough. There's some
It's a
bodybuilders.
love hate
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah. You,
It's
you,
so good. It's so empowering. Like, you feel I mean, you can move so much weight with your lower body. You feel strong. You feel great. Um, but the mental load sometimes for me when it goes into, like, oh, leg day. Oh, I got to push that much weight
yeah.
around. Like, but honestly, once you start doing it, once you're in and you're focused. And sometimes the biggest battle is just that foot into the gym. that first step. Sometimes I even tell myself like, I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to take it easy today. Maybe I won't do all the exercises in my plan. I'm just going to go in. Maybe I'll, use a little bit of a lighter weight today. And sometimes that's all my brain needs to just get me there. Just get me in the door. And then once I'm there, I 9 times out of 10 do exactly the plan as written, as it should have been done. It was just getting there, almost talking myself into it.
Is there a favorite workout that you had like to do?
See, it's going to sound funny, but I do like leg days.
Um,
Although I know they're hard. I mean, I do, because that feeling of feeling so accomplished, like you've walked out. You've got the wobbly legs. You've put yourself to work. You've done all the things.
yeah.
It feels like an accomplishment. It feels good.
Yeah.
Sometimes, again, it's sometimes hard to get going.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, I had a trainer before, and I remember he had us doing like lunges and squats to lunges. Like the right side will do like lunges, and then the middle part we do squats. Then the left side we do lunges. Then like we'll do it like 10 times. Those are that wasn't easy to do, and we had to do it with weights too. Yeah,
I will admit lunges probably fall towards my least favorite.
There's times I do the lunges with the weights on, and I'll try to do like the V shape lunges, but that's tough. I'm like, whoa, that's tough. Like, wow.
I'd rather squat all day long compared to doing
Yeah,
lunges.
yeah,
Lunges and whew.
yeah, yeah. Do you see yourself like being a judge? One day in OCB or NFF?
I actually think that I think it would be kind of fun to do. I think I would enjoy it. I think it'd be
Yeah.
fulfilling. I haven't really put my mind there yet.